I'm gonna
All right.
switch it
Also,
over.
for the 2+1 weapons, assuming nobody wants them,
Oh, of course the camera
I'll,
froze right as I went live. Continue. Go about your business.
the combined value of them is 135 gold pieces for the 2+1s. Um, I could have used for the striking spear, but I prefer my staff because that's an actual like magic weapon. I don't know if anybody else has need for a spear, but otherwise we could sell that for a reasonable chunk of money.
Didn't we want to ask about the ocarina?
Yes, because like Ben, you had that marked as treasure 99, and I don't know what that means.
Huh? Oh, that just means what page of the book it's in.
Ah.
It's from the treasure vault book.
Oh, okay.
Come on, camera, figure it out. Hmm. Weird.
Okay. Oh, interesting. I mean, Beans, you said you had an interest. I'm going to link this in chat. It is worth 50 gold pieces, but this might actually be worth keeping.
I also couldn't send it to your guys' stuff in a minute.
Oh, does it like actually do something?
Yes, it is a considerable magic
Ah,
item.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think it only has one use. But
Um,
Ben, all of a sudden your mic just went weird.
testing. Can you hear it?
It sounds
Oh, we can hear it. It just
Mm,
sounds filtered.
yeah, it sounds like
why
your
is it filtered?
mic is coming from a Ukrainian coal mine.
I was actually going to say it sounds like the jack for your microphone is partially out.
Is that better?
Much.
Yes.
It's because I was resetting the camera and it has a built-in mic, so I think it just defaulted to that for a second.
Okay.
All right. I think we're all good. It's going now. What I was gonna say is I can, that item should be in the journal that I can send to you guys. You said the ocarina was the one you're worried about.
I sent the link
Wind
to it.
ocarina.
Well, here's just so it's in like
Oh,
the Roll20 journal. Here is the item. Shout out to the Ocarina of Time. Good game.
I think we should keep this.
I thought you were saying
We
we should
know-
play the Ocarina of Time, but I was like, okay.
No. We know there's fog further down.
Okay, all right. I will bargain. I will let someone else use the effect, but I want the virtuoso musical instrument that it is after it's used up.
I don't mind you just keeping the instrument, to be totally honest.
Okay.
Yeah. Same.
Okay.
Sounds like a deal.
You
All right.
Mr.
Change
Great
this to some
Gangini is
combat
a budding
music.
musician.
So last time, you guys went through the whole council meeting of Sandpoint to much success. You guys are very skilled at defending your side of things. The town is much less riled up about the whole, talking to Nawalia, a dead enemy of the town. However, you guys have gotten some information. You need more pieces of that sparrow to get into the hidden door on the first floor of the pit. After some various exploration and deeds around town, finish dealing with those ghouls. You guys have been working to kind of counteract this disinformation campaign that Charn Scarnetti has been working on y'all. Which worked pretty well. You guys have been able to keep most of your relationships with the different town factions pretty good. The highest one right now, of course, being the Sandpoint Cathedral is your best one. The Mercantile League isn't amazing right now, but you guys did put that 7-day block in place, so it's not going to get worse for a week. The worst is the Scarnettis, and your second best is the Rune Watchers. You guys then made your way to the second floor of the pit. You ran into a bunch of Caligni, also known as Dark Folk. These are subterranean humanoids. They don't really like the term Dark Folk, but the Caligini have their own language, which none of you spoke. They seem to be wanting to direct you guys towards a different part of the dungeon. But you kind of snuck past them through a secret tunnel, past these weird toxic crystals that have been growing, which managed to immediately the Great Gangini just fucking shattered that shit, got rid of them. Guys got a wand out of it, and you snuck your way behind Gorlak, a truly lovely ogre who was just trying to basically spike you guys like a football and earn points for some imagined game. Pretty swiftly dealt with him, although he did land some serious blows. You guys then worked your way into this strange temple at the back. Seemed to be probably a temple towards the Sandpoint Devil, where you met this priestess, some sort of religious figure of the Sandpoint Devil. This is Esmerelli. As she talked with you guys, you started to sneak your way forward, which she in the end seemed to be hoping for, as she breathed this like cursed smoke breath over you all, at which point combat initiated. That's about where we jumped off last time. Does anyone have any questions before we get into this combat?
I think someone last session was asking is, what did she do to get her hair like that?
I mean, presumably made a deal with the devil is what it sounds like, right? If she's worshiping the Sandpoint Devil.
Like, a deal for some, like, pomade or something? What are we talking about
I
here?
mean, hey, look, you don't know what kind of loot she's got on her. Could have, like, fucking military-grade hair gel. We don't know. Alright. She did her thing. We rolled for initiative. She did win initiative there. She cannot... Paladin, stop being a weird little freak cat under the table. You see her kind of like shut her mouth, and it looks like that weird devil's breath thing she did, which you've seen similar smoke in that trap of the Sandpoint Devil. Seems to be either a finite ability or she needs to like recharge it. That being said, we are gonna hop in on her turn here. Everyone, give me a perception check.
Really?
As she starts going. Yeah, it's fucking start of the session.
No. Sorry.
Was that not for the perception check?
No, it was not.
Okay. I was like, damn. God damn it. I see why. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Gotta make some notes here real quick. He's definitely. Are you mad that I have not responded to your messenger message from earlier today? Is this why I'm being punished? Just adding the chat here. Okay, let's see. So we got. Oh my god.
Throwing those SAT words out there.
Yeah. God damn, what the... I appreciate that one of them has a definition. Boss, stop. What are we doing? I can't wait till you die because you run out of points for no rerolls from this.
He's provoking the DM is what he's doing.
Why are they all P words?
Ben, you remember at the start of Starfinder when all but one character had an S name?
Oh, yeah, that was brutal. I was really struggling to narrate those fights. Also, okay, wait. Oh, no, they're two different words. Okay, so what I'm learning is this, redemption is not expensive enough. is what we're discovering here. Okay, I'll try to use those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words in context. What the fuck was I doing? What were your perception checks? Okay. Hold on. Okay, sure for that. She seems to, like, do it so quickly, she's trying not to draw attention. If you'll recall, there was some, like, statues in the corners. She glanced at them really quickly, then looked away. Alright, she did her special breath. What's she gonna work with here?
We're up to 10 now, by the way.
Like, I can't have this many tabs open at once. I'm struggling here. Let me look up my spells. Good Lord. Okay. So it is a ranged touch attack, single target. She is going to retreat. She's going to basically run around the back of the table, kind of vaulting over it, still holding that bow in one hand. She holds the other hand up. You see a swirl of, like, reddish runes with black outline, and a pulsing black-red spiraled beam of light is going to lance towards Sylvina.
Okay.
Sylvina, what is your AC right now?
My AC is 18.
18. Okay. That is gonna be a hit, but not a crit. This is going to be, she has no way of really knowing this about you right now, so this is kind of lucky for you. This will be fire damage.
Does not matter.
Doesn't matter? Okay, I was hoping it would for your sake. Whoa, holy shit. She rolled really hot for that.
I don't like the sound of that.
Okay, you are going to take 26 fire damage.
Oh, okay. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Oh god, the last two words are even harder. God, my brain is fucking seizing up. Fucking seizing up trying to think of any logical input for these words. Okay, I got some. We'll get there, though. Alright, that is her 3 actions. The spell was a 2-action spell. It's gonna toss it over to Lupin.
Didn't she move, though?
She moved and then did 2 actions to fire the spell. So 3 actions total.
Oh, okay.
And it is the start of a new session, so everyone's at a hero point. Or has 1 hero point, I should say.
Gotcha. All right, so top that off. All right. Let's see. All right. I guess, are we saying that since we were talking last session, are we saying I have my weapons holstered?
I would say yeah, because if you'd come in with the sword and pistol drawn, I think she would have just acted.
All right, that's fine. I just want to make sure. All right, so I guess we'll say, like, Lupin sees, her there with the bow and arrow, and he just sort of scoffs a bit. And it's like, huh, how quaint. And he pulls out the pistol from his side. So that's 1 action to draw, and then I'll go ahead, take 2nd action to fire at her.
Okay. Draw. Shooting at her. Even with a bit of cover, that is certainly a hit. Not a crit, though. She takes the 6. God, gun
And
crits are
then
crazy.
Here, I'll spend my 3rd action to reload, and that'll be my turn.
Alright, hell yeah. Tarek.
All right. Let me check something real quick. didn't think this through. Okay, yeah, definitely not using it. I think. Solvina, how badly hurt are you?
I'm still above half.
Okay. Then.
Constitution main stat class for the win.
Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna save haste for later, I think. I am going to. Tarek raises the staff, and as a series of necrotic energy starts roiling around through his hand and towards Asmorelli, and I'm going to cast blindness on her.
Oh shit! All right, fortitude.
Only DC 4. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. My DC should be
That
higher than that.
doesn't seem right for your DC. Go ahead and double check that while I check her save.
My DC is 21.
Yeah, my spell DC is 21.
Okay, so it should be 21. 29. She's fine.
Wow.
Although that is not a crit, so she is blinded until the start of her next turn. Okay, so she's blind until she goes again.
I see why. Okay, so I was checking the spell. For some reason, it said Magic Tradition Arcane instead of... man, this character sheet is
Quite bad.
really not great.
What? No.
Yeah.
It's so good. Roll 20. If you
well-
watch my streams, though, it could use some work. Roll 20 in place.
I definitely didn't basically put together everything on my sheet myself.
I still have things I need to manually put together on my sheet, and I've been...
You hear that, Roll
procrastinating.
20? Just add Solvina. They'll figure it out for you.
No. Do.
Alright, well, that was not as successful as I'd hoped, but pass turn.
Alright.
I'm just going to move up a little bit, try and block Solvina so that she can't eat another ray like that.
Alright. She, like,
Or
covers
usually.
her eyes, blinking, as, like, your magic sparks around her eyes. And she's just like, Tony, Kevin, sick 'em. And you guys see the two statues launch into action.
That's not good.
Who, because you guys are fucking with me, are now going to be Tony and Kevin.
That wasn't me.
You all are... The suffering is collectively earned from the party and will be
Dispersed.
redispersed
We're not
as
even
such.
primarily responsible for this.
You're not
No,
even
no,
I'm not
it's-
even...
It's all
I'm not
on.
even
It's all on all of you.
You know what?
Anyway, it's
Fine.
Kevin and
Deal with
Tony.
Collective punishment.
It's funny because they, I think, linked the wrong art because they do look like stone versions of the Sandpoint Devil, but the art linked to it is just the regular 2E gargoyle, which is just patently not what they look like. But I will admit the 2E version of gargoyle artwork better than 1E, except for I think it was Ashkareth was a unique named gargoyle from the Dark Markets of Katapesh. Great book, by the way. Used it to help create my homebrew campaign Sundine. Fucking slaps. Highly recommend that obscure paperback splat book from 1E. In case anyone needs inspiration for something. Okay. So the gargoyles are very hard to spot, as you might imagine. They basically get like an auto 32 to deceive you guys when they're statues. But she did look at them, which was her tell. They are going to try and just like lock down the frontliners to keep you guys away. So they're each going to use one to move. Notably, they are flying about 10 feet off the floor, so close enough to touch you if you went under them. They are each going to go in with a jaw and bite attack, respectively. Tarek, they're going to go on you first.
Room?
Huh? It's like
How
30
tall is this room?
30 feet.
Okay.
It's like the biggest room in here.
Oh.
Well, that's not true, but you haven't seen the whole dungeon yet. Biggest room so far. Alright, Kevin's coming in hot. Not that hot. 24 for the jaws on Tarek.
Ooh, that hits.
Okay. If it makes you feel better, the claw is definitely whiff. Alright, that's a D10. That's not the right kind of dice. Whoops, there's the right kind. That is going to be 13 damage to Tarek, piercing. Roland coming at you next. Bite and then claw. Bite is 32.
Yep.
Does that crit?
No.
Okay. And then the claw... No, like 16 is not going to do it. The bite, though, the jaw attack is going to be same as Tarek, 13. That is going to be the 3 actions from each of them, which will bring it to Roland.
Fucking diagonal. Is that legal? Or would I have to be moving through his square for that?
I mean, you'll be moving through their threatened areas either way.
Oh wait, you said they were flying, right?
They are flying. So you could just go in a straight line under them, if that makes a difference to you.
I'm gonna try to kill. Just gonna try to kill Tony real quick.
I'd go for Kevin.
All right. Was it Tony or Kevin?
Tony.
Okay, it does seem to be resistant a bit, as you're basically cutting your bastard sword into stone. But that does hit, doesn't crit. But Tony looks about bloodied at this point, maybe a bit past.
I'll make another swing.
Okay. That one will, like, clang off his stone legs.
Alright.
That'll bring us to Solvina, as Roland's turn wraps up.
Is there something that I should roll to try and see if these things are immune to fire?
It would be Arcana.
And is that, like, an action to roll that, or?
No, you can do it for free.
23.
I think you would know that they are not immune. But they are likely resistant to some degree. Having, like, no actual, like, flesh to burn.
Do I know if that applies for lightning as well?
I think about the same.
Okay. I mean, first thing is channel elements.
Okay. Power begins to swirl around Sylvina.
You know, these 4 as safe targets. And then I guess I kind of think getting to safety is important. I will send a 1-action fire kinetic blast at Asmarelli, hoping to figure out if she is immune.
Okay.
28.
28 to hit will indeed hit.
It'll be 3 fire.
Ooh, Roll20 froze up there for a second. I mean, it doesn't seem like she has any sort of resistance to that.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Was that
And
just
then
that was the
I-
1-action version?
Yes.
Okay. She takes the 3.
Gonna stuff around this corner.
She kind of slams into her. She's like, oh, fuck. Feels like having pepper in my eyes. Ugh. She tries to, like, rub Tarek's spell out of him.
I think I'll just shout as I go out. You should be careful of halitosis. It's not good.
Of halitosis? Halitosis is a wild comeback on her. Alright. That is the end of Sylvina's turn. Gangini. Sitting next to Gorlak's corpse at the back there.
Sylvina has given me some very interesting knowledge.
I don't like the sound of that.
I think it's time. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I cast Fireball.
Ooh.
In the spot, like, here, I think. It should be 20 feet within everyone and not hit Roland and Tarek.
Alright.
I think I've done the measurements correctly.
Okay, give me 1 second. Where did I put my fireball template? That's the real question, friends. The real question is the fireballs we made along the way.
Naturally.
Fire in the bowl.
Did I not save this fireball template? Well, either way, oh, wait, there it is. Fireball. Oh, that one's not auto-snapping. That's annoying. Will this one snap? Okay, that one auto-snaps. We're gonna do a holy spell, because my fireball one is being annoying.
Yeah,
wow,
looks like
crazily enough, yeah, that's like the exact outline of the fireball. Holy shit.
Alright.
Just
I don't know if
you
perfectly
saw
me-
encompassing them.
We might lose a bit of our eyebrows, but
Yeah, the fire
Yeah,
ends fucking right in front of Tarek and Roland. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've been measured for a bit. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I saw your arrows going crazy. I was trying to figure out what the fuck was happening. Okay.
This was happening.
What's your DC? I'll do the gargoyles first.
Does my fireball button work? Okay. 21.
Okay, so if they crit fail, it's 50.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck me. Kevin did crit fail.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like the Kevin thing to do.
Tony, weirdly crit succeeded, so he's good.
Oh. All right.
Asmarelli regular passes, so she'll take half. So hold on, let me remove this template. Okay, so she'll take.
That's still 62 damage. That's not bad.
at all. Yeah.
She'll take 12. Kevin, the 50 is slightly reduced, but not enough, and the stone just hardens into like baked clay, hits the ground, and shatters. Kevin's just toast.
Yeah.
Brutal,
Awesome.
brutal fireball.
I'm out of 3rd level spells. I'm pretty useless now.
I don't know about that. That was still a sick fireball.
Oh, no. That turn was good, but going forward, I will not be very useful, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Wow, that was impressive. Asmarelli. Her
Did you
blindness
see, Shaw?
is gonna
What's
wear off.
I assume you saw Twitch chat.
Yo, fuck Kevin. Brutal. She's just like blinks the spell away from Tarek, and she's like, oh, fuck. Kevin's toast. Oh, god damn it. Now I'll have to finish building Piper. Do you know how long it takes to carve these statues? And yes, I am going to use Piper as a name and get out of that one cheaply.
If it's any consolation, you won't have to carve anything.
Ooh, that's fucking intimidating. What the fuck is she gonna do here? Okay. You see, she like breathes some of that smoke into her hands, and you see a little smoky Sandpoint devil. She points at Roland after that insult. The devil's gonna fly over to you, and attempt to land on you. Which I believe, you're gonna need to make a fortitude save here.
I'll hero point or roll it.
Okay, hero point.
God, fucking damn it.
That's not a crit fail, but it is indeed a fail. That is going to be 27 void damage as the horse sinks its little smoky fangs into you, and you see just like life energy pour from Roland in like motes of red light that flow out of the horse back toward Esmerelli's hand, and it seems to restore some of her wounds. Or at least add 10 hit points. Okay. That was all three of her actions to do the horse thing to deliver that spell for 2. So it is going to be Lupin.
It's like Tony's still standing, so I'll go ahead and fire off a shot at him.
That does hit Tony. It does seem to just ping off of him, though. Not enough damage to hurt him.
Alright. Let's see here. I guess, let's see here. I'll go ahead, reload, and I guess I'll just, second action then. Let's just go ahead and reposition myself for now. I guess it's like, yeah, you see Lupin fire off here. He curses in Elvish, and then you see him, like, retreat back, behind cover here. Then that'll be my turn.
Alright. Curse and duck back behind cover. Tarek.
Is there still a mini Sandpoint devil on top of Roland?
No. It kind of vanished as it delivered that light back.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my second... I'm going to use 2 actions to burn to burn a first level heal on Roland.
Okay. You activate that heal spell.
Why does this go with this damn thing?
Go ahead and
It's
roll.
put none of my... For crying out loud. Sorry, I'm muttering.
No, you're good.
So I'm doing the 2 action version because I'd rather not heal this guy. So Roland will heal 1d8 plus 8. Ten hit points. Not a great roll. And then does my flash? I think this is 2 action. Oh no, it is 1 action. I will. Sorry, Ben, I did not think this through carefully enough.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'll go ahead and do the Baldur's Gate special. With my last remaining action, I'll give guidance to Roland.
Alright, guidance. Your swirl of like salty breeze rolls over Roland, giving him guidance. That is going to be Kevin is indeed crumbled, dried clay on the floor, but Tony is alive. And is just going to go in for a triple attack. On...
Kevin's dead.
Yeah, Kevin's very dead. Tony is dead. Tony is not dead.
They shared the same token.
Yeah, it's the same on the initiative order. Because originally the initiative order just said gargoyles, but then I changed it. Okay. Going down the line. That is going to be 32 to hit with the jaws. Then 26 to hit with claw 1. And 14 hit with claw 2. So I think jaws and claw 1 hit.
Yeah.
Okay, jaws. That's going to be 18 piercing damage. And then 10 slashing damage from the claws for a total of 28.
Let's see. So, I could swear plate armor has like a thing that reduces like either piercing or slashing damage.
I was thinking about casting Oaken Resilience on you to give you some DR, but I was worried that since she has so many fire spells that it also gives you vulnerability to fire. I didn't think you'd want that.
Is this just full plate?
Yeah. Do I have the armor specialization? I don't do.
It says it gives you bulwark, which gives you a bonus to reflex saves.
Yeah, I think it's the armor specialization.
Plate. The sturdy plate provides no purchases for a cutting weapon. You gain resistance to slashing equal to 1 plus the armor's potency rune, or 2 plus the value of the armor's potency rune for heavy armor. So you don't have any runes on your armor, so I think it's just reduce what I just said by 2.
No, it's I get this at level 11. No.
Oh, is it not now? Okay, gotcha.
So how much altogether?
28. Which should leave you with 6, I believe.
Yeah.
And then it will be your turn next, though, as Roland starting to get these big marks in his armor.
Just moving around somebody doesn't provoke op attacks, right? Like if you stay within their area?
Say that again?
If I stay within somebody's threatened area, it doesn't provoke op attacks, right?
If you're just standing still, no.
I think he means if you move.
Oh, if you move
within
through it,
threat
yes.
area.
Still, yes.
This guy. I'll just kill Tony.
Okay. Boo! Leave Tony alone. All right. This time, even with the reduction, you manage to reach up and just like lop off one of the stone Sandpoint Devil's wings, and he falls to the ground, shattering like his friend. So the gargoyles are out of this fight. I'm going to remove them from the order. You still have an action left.
Yeah. I'm gonna move over here. And that's it.
All right. Moving adjacent to her. Sylvina. Back behind the double doors.
All right. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There. Not quite far enough. That is unfortunate. Okay. I guess I will start by moving because I have to get in.
Okay.
Can I take part of my movement so that I can see where I want to position myself to as I keep moving,
Yes, that's fine.
or do I have to decide? Oh,
Nah, that's cool.
um,
Just remember where you were, and that's fine.
so I think being right here is totally fine again. I'm going to send a flying flame and just send the fire wasps out again.
All right, hell yeah.
After.
Flying wasps burn through the air in here.
Actually, I'll move a tiny bit more so that I can get around Targ without having to use pacifying infusion.
Atmosphere in this room is getting really stifling with all the fire in a sealed underground room. Okay, basic reflex. Okay, let's see. Is your DC 21 as well?
Yeah.
So she would know against. Okay, so that's. She is going to crit succeed and dive to the side as the wasps hit the wall behind her.
All right.
Speedy.
She do be quick.
She can reliably hit 31 on
I didn't say reliably.
reflex. Well, I'm just considering what is going to be a more effective way to deal damage.
Hard to say. She also does still appear to have some of that energy that she drained out of Roland.
Anyway, that's it from. That's 3 actions.
All right. Going to Gangini then.
I think I'm gonna try a slashing gust on her.
Hell yeah.
See how that goes. Is my button work? It works, but this attack does not.
No. She is able to sidestep this as well as the wasps.
Okay, I'm gonna use my third action to cast a shield.
Right.
Then
Light spirals in front of you as protective force. That's gonna be her turn. Let's see. No, you're a little too close for that spell to be really effective anymore. All right. So first thing she's gonna do, as her first action, you see she like looks at Solvita and she's like, "That's quite enough fire." Looking at you and Gangini, you see her. She cracks her neck side to side, almost like violently. You see her skin begin to darken and turn red, and horns sprout from her forehead. That is going to be her first action. Then, as her second, she is going to reach out and touch Roland. Or at least try to.
Do any of those things... Does that thing she just did, does that trigger... What's it called?
No, it does not.
Damn it.
Do spells trigger yours, actually? What's it called? I always think it's op attack, but it's not. It's, what is it called?
Manipulate action, move action, makes a ranged attack, or leaves the square during a move its action is using.
No, none of those.
Damn it. Alright.
All right. She's using 2 actions to do this. Does a 21 touch you?
No.
Ooh, that's good. That's very good for you. That would have been bad. All right. Then that is the end of her turn. Gonna go back to Lupin.
All right. Good. Stride. First action, stride forward some. All right, move over here so I can get an angle on her. Then I'll go ahead and take a shot with my dueling pistol.
That will hit. It looked like physical stuff wasn't getting reduced before, but it is now. Although that does still damage her. Although it seems to be taken out of that energy she absorbed from rolling.
Gotcha. All right. So then third action, I'll reload, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Tarek, over to you.
Okay. I think this turn's going to be pretty straightforward. Yeah, I was hoping to save this for post-battle, but no fucking about. I'm going to burn my
No.
last heal. I'm going to use my second level one, spend
shit,
2
okay.
actions so I can cast at a distance, and give Roland 2d8 plus 16.
All right. You reach out your magic, kind of bridging the gap between the two of you. Go ahead and roll that healing.
Make sure I get that right. Heals 28 hit points.
Damn, hell of a heal.
Yeah.
That's my heal spell spent. With that, I'm going to move. Use my last action to move. And set Roland up with the flank.
Okay. Setting up the flank with Roland.
He
Just
still has
in
guidance
time
too.
for
I
him
don't
to
know if
go.
he used it last turn.
I don't think you used your guidance last time. But it is Roland.
No.
Oh, it would have ended anyway at the start of my turn.
Oh,
Never
is
mind.
it just one turn? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
you
it's-
killed the big guy anyway.
Yeah, for flavor. Either way, it's still the the Baldur's Gate special.
The Baldur's Gate special.
That's my turn.
Gotta bring down the sword on her head.
Go for it.
Please tell me that's a crit.
32 is not a crit.
What about with flanking?
34.
34 is a crit. Flanking was enough to do that. Okay, so first goes through the health she absorbed from you. Then it's reduced by her new devil skin. So it does not do quite that much. But she is past bloody now.
So, full HP with temp HP, take her down to bloodied in 1 hit.
I mean, that was a devastating swing.
Devastating swing.
You know what? I'm gonna. I'll just smack her again.
That one she will manage to kind of use the side of her bow to slap the flat of your blade away.
And that's it.
Alright, Sylvina.
Is there something I can roll to try and figure out what her new resistances are?
Yes, I would say Occult or Arcana would probably both be applicable in this case.
Right, well, I'm equally good at both, so I'll just go with occultism. Probably not.
I don't think you know.
2 on the die.
Yeah, I don't think you know exactly why. But I think on a 12, since you beat that 10, it does occur to you this looked like some sort of innate ability that she had as a person. Like, it wasn't a spell.
Okay.
This was like something about her herself that did this.
Good to know. I'll just go weapon infusion and then 2 action fire elemental blast. So this is going to convert the damage to piercing. And it's just going to appear as though it's almost like I think at this range she would make it into just like almost like a musket made out of fire that shoots a bolt of fire that does piercing damage. 27 for 13.
27 for 13. It does slam into her. And it does seem reduced, but she is still takes a big chunk of that.
Well, given what she said, maybe she's immune to fire, so figured it's just safer this way.
Fair enough. Gangini.
Right. Yeah, I think slashing gust and shield is my best option right now.
Blade of air slices through.
Doing not anything well, but
what is this?
15 certainly sounds like a miss.
15 is indeed a miss. Shield.
Yeah, then I'll cast shield.
Fair. All right, that's her turn. Guys, you're making me think here.
You smell toast.
Yeah, just fully stroking out of this fight.
And trying to find P words.
So she did that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck, I still have so many P words. It'll kill me.
I mean, if you look at my words all had a theme.
Yeah, believe it or not, I picked up on that.
You've also still got a name left.
I'm working on it. I think you should say, I knew I should have picked you first. And it's going to direct all her focus on Roland again. Actually, fuck, she has 3 actions this turn. Hold on, friends. Let's get out the old ruler. Okay. Whoops, that is not working well on stream. I'll measure on the DM side. Okay. I'm gonna need... let's see. I'm gonna need a fortitude save for everyone in the room. So everyone except Gangini. As she holds up her hand again, and more of that like blackish red smoke spirals out and just pulses out in a wave across the room.
Is Lupin even in the room? Is he affected? Oh, he is.
Lupin's in the room, yeah.
Good God, Slovena.
He's a con character.
I mean,
Rolls
you
a
and
19.
I guess we both have the same modifier, but still, it's still wild to see that.
Okay, here's the breakdown.
I'm decent at fortitude saves.
Sylvina, Tarek, you pass and take half. Lupin and
32
Roland.
doesn't crit succeed?
You bet it does not. Roland and Lupin fail and take full. And
It's
let me
concerning.
double check her ability
Yeah,
here.
she's pretty spicy.
She do be spicing. Should be real spicy actually. So that
thought I was-
means
Decently rolling with the 32.
okay, so it's gonna be. I think Tarek, you pretty easily recognize this is the antithesis of the big spell you cast a minute ago.
Yeah, she's doing a harm.
Yup, and she's also upcasting it.
Yeah.
Okay. Roland and Lupin take 26 damage, 26 void damage. And Solvina and Tarek each take 13 void damage. It's like 78 damage across the party right there. All right. That is all three of her actions, though. Lupin. And I can check picked off my list. Good lord.
All right. Let's see. I'll go ahead and first action. I'll go ahead and have him swap out the. Let's see here. Just have him swap to holster the gun, pull out the Monarch. I'll go ahead and hang here since you guys seem to have her good in flank, and I'll just go ahead and throw it at her.
All right.
Right. Yeah. You see him like holster it. It's like in one motion you see him like holster it, and then he'll just sort of like rotate his hand over to like the other side of his coat, and you see him pull the Monarch out.
Hell yeah.
And then just like with a flick of his wrist, just chuck it at her.
All right. Whirs through the air. But she is gonna manage to kind of duck the like whirring saw blade of the star knife, like slices off part of her hair, but she'll dodge it.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, then third action, I'll go ahead and stride. Let's go ahead and move into the back corner here, and then that'll be my turn.
All right. Tarek.
All right, I'm gonna spend 2 actions to. Actually, wait, do I need to? 1 second. I remember I knew what I was gonna do. I just brain melted and I forgot the thing for it. Okay, I don't even. Wait. Why is my brain melting? Okay, this is 2 actions. I'm going to use Ignition through my Staff of Fire and see if I can't smack her around. That sentence did not come out right. All right. Probably not. With 20 with the flank.
20 is not gonna do it.
All right. And then I'll just take a swing with the staff.
All right.
That would be my second attack with this, right?
Yes, correct.
No.
No.
All right. Well.
All right, Roland.
I'm
I'll try to behead her.
Could do it.
28.
Isn't it 29 with flanking?
29 with flanking. But that is not a.
28 damage.
Yeah, it will be 28 damage. Reduced, she is barely alive. She is, like, deeply in the red.
Damn it.
She is, like, staggering on her feet, blood running from multiple sword wounds. Solvina.
How almost dead do I think she is?
I mean, extremely. She looks like she's fucking barely alive.
She has no armor, and
yeah, like her armor has been like rent asunder. That extra health she got is gone.
Start by sending Flying Flame out at her.
All right. Reflex. That's a D12. Whoops, not the right dice. I mean so much. Oh my god. 34.
Yeah. Okay. she can do it consistently. I don't know what
Look.
you're talking
Just because I keep rolling like 18s and 19s.
Then I'm gonna do a one action air element kinetic blast, choosing lightning.
Ooh, spicy.
That's gonna miss.
That one will
you know
miss.
what?
You want to hero point it?
I will hero point it. Yeah.
All right.
I'll do-
Let's see it. You reach out your hand. Ooh,
I knew it.
not quite. Alright, the lightning kind of like fizzles out in midair. Alright, Gangini, last chance before she goes again.
Oh boy.
I went
Okay.
with this option because I figured 2 chances to hit were better than 1, but
I will cast a first level force barrage at her.
Oh, that does seem like a solution. Yeah.
That is a solution. Go ahead and roll damage as the glowing
12.
cards slam into her. The first one fully kills her instantly.
Oh.
And the next two just like one like thunks into her chest, the other like thunks into the side of her head, and she drops, and we are out of combat.
You know, the nicest thing about playing Kineticist is I don't run out of resources.
Fair point.
Fair.
No spells to worry about.
All right. XP. First of all, you guys are gonna get a hero point. What level are you guys now?
We are 5.
5.
Okay. So you guys are gonna get 90 experience and a hero point.
Takes us to 718.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You got. What are you guys doing here now that she's dead? You guys have the room to yourselves.
First things first, I'm going to make another medicine check on Roland while the wizardly folk look through the room.
I would like to investigate, see if she has any loot on her, see what else there is. They've got the what we think can be used as teleportation circles. Ideally, I'd like to see if those things are perhaps attuned to anywhere already, and then it looks like there is a we should check for hidden doors.
All right. You start working on healing.
Roland heals 15.
Searching her, you see she has leather armor, a machete, a religious symbol that looks like a winged horse, and a flaming shortbow. +1 flaming shortbow.
Ooh.
Does anyone want any of those? If not, we might just sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you offer that. Lupin says like, well, let's see here. I've got a capable firearm, and I got this cool throwing knife. Nah, I think I'm good.
Then we can save those to sell.
Would Roland... I know Roland pretty much does all his work with a sword. Do you want a backup ranged weapon?
Nah.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check, Sylvina.
Oh, I was thinking I'd have other people make perception checks.
Oh, okay.
I'm not great at perception.
Once I'm done healing up Roland, I can do that.
Wait, I thought you already healed me up.
Okay, I'm just... Because it technically takes like 10 minutes for me to do a healing check.
I'm still pretty fucked up. Lupin,
I
I'm gonna
can
need you
give
to be the
you-
tank for a bit.
I was gonna say I can give you a lesser healing potion if you want
It's
one.
like,
You just drank
Would you-
2.
what do you mean I
Strength
get to be
two.
the tank? You're the one wearing the heavy armor.
Do you want another healing potion, Roland?
Is that your only healing potion?
Yeah, but I'm gonna stay in the back.
I'm gonna chug another one of mine.
I've got a couple as well, so keep yours, Sylvina.
Okay.
I'm using mine first.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have
also, we have some other things that we'll need to sell at some point that I just have sitting in my inventory.
yeah, I have 2 minors and a lesser.
The lesser is just a D8, right?
The minor healing potion is a D8.
I'll take the minor, the lesser as a chaser.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it here,
That's
so
one.
I'm gonna go head down one of mine.
A potion well
So I have
spent.
a lesser here.
So
Wait.
Ben,
You did a minor or a
Uh-huh.
lesser?
if I was trying to connect the teleportation circles, would it be here or in the flume?
You would need to complete the ritual in the flume first.
Okay,
Okay.
but we know these are
And
here, and that's
I was
useful.
gonna say, can we check if these are already attuned to anywhere? Do we think?
That's important.
Yeah, I'd say give me an Arcana check on them.
But I also give an Arcana check. Okay.
It looks like they both used to go to different locations, but now go to nowhere.
Okay.
So they could go to 2 different locations.
Yeah, they don't necessarily have to be attuned to like the same thing.
Interesting.
So we should keep in mind that if we find ones further down, it might be able to use this as a quick staircase.
I think you would assume that is certainly possible.
Okay, so it sounds like half the party's like half dead. We have a lot of things to sell.
We still need to check out the rooms above where the Caligni were. I don't think we should put that off to our next
Yeah,
visit.
I think we have enough
Okay.
to explore a couple more rooms, but
Can
after that, I think we need to
people
split.
who are decent at percepting try and look around and see if there's a hidden door?
I'll look around.
I feel like we somehow managed to come into the very back and fight the boss of this floor.
I
There's
think we may
certainly
have done that as
multiple
well.
paths through the dungeon, but yeah.
Because if this is just like on par with whatever else is in the dungeon, we're fucked.
I would like to, if possible, fully explore every floor before you know.
I'm gonna hero point that one honestly, because I want to see if there's hidden stuff around.
I'm just pointing out that we are low on resources and health.
Yeah.
Well, I
I just
might
think-
as well.
All right. I did it.
Heaney, Roland, and I might as well do perception checks in case.
I rolled a 22. I mean, not great, not terrible. Sylvina, do you want me to give you a medicine check as well?
That would be great.
All right.
22 is the highest then.
Oh,
no, Gingini got 27.
Conveniently,
Nice.
the DC was 27.
I'm very good at this whole meeting your DC thing.
Yeah, you're really good at just
Also, that
like
was the-
exactly hitting it. It was so
That's
specific.
on a 27 again, no less.
You see, there is indeed
The trap was a 27.
there is a small.
I'm significantly worse at this roll, though.
There is a small, like, hidden keyhole in the stone of the room. Could be unlocked for a door.
Luke,
Sylvina,
you wanna
you heal
come and
11.
Try and unlock this.
Alright.
Smaller than what a philatist might use to pick stamps.
Philatelist.
Philatelist. Look, it was hard to spell.
Yeah, philatelist.
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 All right, calm down. Everyone's saying it better than me. Chill out.
I've heard the word before. This is not my first time hearing the word.
I haven't heard it before.
Same.
This is revenge for when I used the word dappled and Michael didn't know it.
So, the Bond will stroll over, see him
Let's
take out his
see.
thieves' tools, and be like, "All right, watch your master at work."
All right, hit me with that thievery check.
25.
That is a success. The door is unlocked.
Roland, do you want to come over here so you can open the hidden secret door?
Are you asking me to be a meat shield?
All right, you see a
Yes.
narrow passage leading to another door in the wall.
I'm also fairly healthy. I'll go ahead as well.
As you guys step in,
Oh.
you see there is a unlocked door on your right.
If someone wants to be particularly stealthy, I do have an invisibility spell left.
So we got a
I don't know.
locked door to the south, unlocked door to the east.
How about you guys back out and I open the door?
Okay.
Unless you want to check for traps.
I will check for
mean-
traps real quick. I can do perception on that.
We should also try and go through the locked door with Paul when we get the chance.
Yeah.
Oh, very important. While I'm standing here,
Mhm.
could I inspect Asmarelli's hair to see how she does it?
Give me
I'd probably find no traps.
ooh, perception check.
Okay.
First of all, you guys don't see any traps on either of the doors in this tunnel. The Great Gangini, you see that her hair has started to like slacken and just be next to her head as normal locks. As her skin is fading back to normal, there seemed to be some part of her like bloodline was giving her amazing hair.
Was black magic. I knew it.
That's what it
You
seems
can't have hair that good naturally.
Is anyone curious what class she ended up being?
Yes.
She was a sorcerer.
A sorcerer?
Yeah.
So sorcerers in Pathfinder can be any school of magic.
I was flavoring a lot of stuff, very Sandpoint devil heavy. That little devil that landed on you was her using the reach meta magic ability
Okay.
because flavor is fun.
All right.
You see a
Which door are we
clearly
trying to
like
open first?
engineered hallway here, Roland, leading to the end to a locked door. And you can see like motes of blue light kind of filtering in, seemingly like phasing through the door.
All right, Lupin, it's a locked door. Go ahead.
Well, should we try that one or the one at the bottom first? They're both locked.
Let's try the one on the right first.
Okay.
If we see the blue lights, is there something we can roll to try and figure out what they are?
Without seeing their source, Arcana, but it'd be really, really hard.
All right, I'll wait then.
Because it's basically just
I'll stand down here,
magical lights. Like, that could have a lot of spell
Um,
sources.
out of sight. We should also check if that door is trapped before opening it.
Hit me with a perception check again.
What lineage was she, by the way?
Diabolic.
Yeah, she does not seem like a genie like me.
She used her ability Embrace the Pit, which basically like increases her demonic bloodline for a short time. That's why she gained
Makes sense.
resistance to fire, poison, and physical with the devil horns.
I figured lightning was probably safe.
Lightning is usually fine against devils. Lightning is bad against demons.
I figured, you know.
Yeah.
I'd try it.
I'm pretty sure demons are resistant to lightning, devils to fire. Daemons in 1E, I believe, were really resistant to acid, if I recall.
Luckily at the moment, I've got fire and lightning as possibilities.
I need to revisit my spell
yeah,
list. At the moment.
what was
I don't
the-
feel like I've had.
If anyone wants to roll perception on the door that Lupin's trying to pick.
I'll look. I'll take a look. Okay. Never mind.
I mean, I figured I'm right here. I might as well.
Yeah, holy shit.
I can save
Nat
you,
20
door.
for 31. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I think you are very positive the door is not trapped.
He said that in the most shady way possible.
However, you
That is
do
entirely-
hear what sounds like multiple overlapping whispered voices coming from behind the door.
So,
What is the door made out of?
Let me double check. It is like a metal door with like a central, like, almost like ship wheel locking mechanism that needs to be unlocked and then turned to retract bolts within the hatch.
I think maybe we should try the door down here before we open the door that's probably keeping a bunch of Fey locked away.
yeah.
Unless you all disagree.
That seems reasonable.
Oh no, you're. I think you're on point with that.
Alright.
This one.
Give me a thievery check if you want to unlock that one.
All right.
And if we come to another fight, I've got a haste lined up for Roland.
Alright. It is unlocked. How are you guys getting through it?
Yeah, I think Zill's probably got to open it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After you.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Is that the
Uh,
Sandpoint Devil?
Before we do anything, I'm gonna read you the description of this room, and then some things are gonna happen.
I may have been wrong. I'm sorry if we TPK.
I blame you.
The air in this cave is moist and warm. It stinks of a mix of decay and rancid vinegar. Stalactites and stalagmites ring the edges of this large, 20-foot-high cavern. But in the center, they've been smashed aside to form an immense nest of rubble. Swaths of greasy slime are smeared thick across the nest of rubble, as well as to the walls, floor, and ceiling of this chamber. As you guys turn the door and open it, you see a truly elephantine-sized creature turn its head towards you. A lurid purple, the physical legs of its wings almost insectile, front paws clawed, but there is like a hint of like the way the claws pierce together could be construed as cloven. And you see on the back a almost serpentine tail. As it like rotates around, who speaks Aklo? Does anyone speak Aklo?
I speak Aklo, I think.
Do you think, or do you know?
I do. I do speak Aklo.
Okay. It turns around in an Aklo, like this deep, upsetting, booming voice, is just like, leave my lair, or face death at once. I think you get the sense that it, like, doesn't expect anyone to understand this. It's just kind of like saying it to say it.
I'm going to respond back in Aklo. Sorry to have disturbed you. And then I'm just gonna say to Roland, we should just leave. Just close the door and leave.
I would say as you're going to close the door, give me a diplomacy check.
From Roland or from me?
You're the one that said it, not Roland.
I'm gonna hero point that. 22.
As you go to like slam the door shut, you hear like rumbling as this thing moves across the room, and the door begins to like shake in its frame. What do you guys do?
Let's go check the other door.
I'm not sure we want to go in that one. I think we should just go and.
I think it's time to flee.
All right.
Yeah, I think we just bail for now. We can come back. We know it's in there.
Did we kill all the little things that were in the main room when we
No.
first came in here?
All right, so you guys bailing?
We have not dealt with the Caligny. Well, I'm not sure we should bail. I think, I think we should perhaps make our stand here if we want to fight it, or we should try and deal with the thing above the Caligny. Because that's where they wanted us to go.
What if the thing they wanted to deal with was even worse than the Sandpoint Devil?
Do we think it is?
Do you think you want to leave the Sandpoint
Alright.
Devil alive to torment the people?
He's right.
You know,
You know what? Fuck it. Let's be brave.
I was gonna say, if
Let's
we
keep-
kill this
use-
thing, we can maybe stop some rumors. I say we make our stand here. That
Alright,
way it's
we-
bottlenecked and maybe has to squeeze to get to us.
You may want to heal me
fall
up
back a
bit.
bit.
The door is certainly rattling. I'd say you guys have like a round of time to get in whatever formation you want,
I guess I should
which
be
appears to
pushed
just
back
be
as well.
rolling at the front.
Actually, I'm gonna be off to the side a little bit so we're not in a straight line to get lightning bolted. I haven't had that
Alright.
experience killing me before. Definitely not by a
Yeah.
goblin frog mage thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna pop another lesser.
All right, you pop a lesser.
I am as well.
The door
Look,
boom,
it
Same here.
told-
shatters
it
off of its
told
hinges.
us to leave. I don't get why it's upset that we're doing what it asked.
Hard to say. You
I'm
guys don't
also
even know what the
pretty
fuck this thing is. We're going to roll
I mean,
for
we saw
initiative.
the statues, those, and she called them Sandpoint Devils.
Yeah.
Or they were statues of the.
But does the
Devil.
Sandpoint Devil really exist?
It's about to try and eat us, so
It does seem like it's about to try and get us. Do we need to roll initiative?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, you do.
I'm very confused about this thing's actions. It tells us to leave or die. We leave,
I have a feeling.
and it is unhappy with us. It seems rather hypocritical a little bit.
All right, those are good rolls.
Gonna have like a 30 plus initiative.
Okay,
bonus.
it's gonna roll a clean 38.
Christ.
Oh fuck!
you
It,
serious?
it wasn't selected, but yeah, I can screenshot it if you want.
We see it.
Okay, yeah, it's on stream. Why did
I just
it
wonder
not-
how you're gonna make the horse say the last word.
Look, we'll get there. Don't you worry about that.
Will we?
I'm working through the words.
I'm just saying, if we TPK, do you still have to say the words?
If you TPK, I don't know. I guess I gotta write like an exit narration that uses the remaining words. Okay.
Thing had a plus 18. Oops.
it is going. Let's see. You see it reach like a clawed arm through. Can't reach any of you. And is going to take a move action away.
Oh.
Lupin.
Guess it's like here, expecting that the thing's gonna be chasing after us. I guess we'll say he draws the monarch, and he's got it just sort of like holding it at his side and be like, and I guess we'll just say it's like he'll just sort of like take stance. So second action. So first action draw, move stride over here, and he's basically just standing here. He's like ready to go as soon as he's expecting to see it bust in, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Gangini.
Where should I try to think of all the AoE ways we could die here, and where I should be in case that happens? I think here's pretty safe. I'm just gonna cast shield.
Okay. Rolling.
Actually, Gangini, I don't know if you want to stand too close to that door. Now that I think about it, I don't know what the other routes are that come out of that cavern.
That's what I was thinking. Is that it might come around this way.
How far does Cat's Eye Elixir let you see?
I'm not sure.
How far did I move? 30. How far could I throw a torch?
I believe a regular thrown object is 20 feet.
I'm gonna pull out and light a torch.
Okay. You pull out and light a torch. Tarek.
Lupin, go ahead and chuck this thing.
Where am I chucking it?
Down the hall.
Which hall? We got two of them.
The one over here.
All right.
What do you think, Tarek?
I am going to.
Wait a minute.
Whoops, sorry. That was not my bad. That was my bad. Yeah, Sylvina? What's up?
I'll ask the questions when we get to my turn.
Mm-hmm. Word.
Alright, I'm going to move over to Roland. And I'm going to cast Oaken Resilience on him.
If this thing breathes fire, I swear to fucking God.
I know. Well, here it says after the target takes fire damage, it can dismiss the spell as a free action triggered by taking the damage. It doesn't reduce the fire. Okay. That if it becomes a persistent issue, you can dismiss it. But the thing's got claws. I figured that would be helpful.
Wait, do I have to take damage for it to trigger?
For Oaken Resilience to trigger?
So
I think
the
so.
Yeah, the text says on there. So, but it's only if you're taking the fire damage. You can dismiss it.
I would say save your spell slots for something else.
I mean, it's already one of the ones I had prepared, but okay. All right, then in that case, I'll give you haste. You have it for a minute.
Yeah.
Or, I'll wait. I'm gonna prepare a reach ignition in case I see it.
Okay. Sylvina, you thinking about something? What are you thinking about?
Yeah, I'm not sure this thing is the Sandpoint Devil.
Huh. What makes you say that?
Its hooves aren't on fire. And it's supposed to have hooves, not claws.
Intriguing.
Is there anything I can roll to see what I think this thing is?
Sure. Give me a.
You're jumping to a lot of conclusions.
Give me a.
We have gargoyles that are shaped like the Sandpoint Devil, which I assume are pictures of the Sandpoint Devil, because Ben just confirmed to us earlier that those are not the gargoyles pictures they intend to use, which have hooves.
I think you're reaching. I think this is probably it. And even if it's not it, it's still trying to kill us.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not trying to kill us. I'm just saying.
You could give me either a nature check or an occultism check.
Nature is. I do technically have, but it's not specific.
We just start getting eaten by a dragon. Serena goes, I don't think this is a dragon. This is a wyvern.
You know, it's interesting you say that. I'm gonna show you that art again that we just looked at.
I was literally looking at it as I said what I said.
Its claws. I mean, you could put two claws together and make a cloven hoof print. But the statues you saw and the religious icon next to Sylvina, those have four legs. Well? Those have four hooved legs. And on a 28, you've heard of creatures like this before. This is not... I mean, unless the Sandpoint Devil is and has always been one of these, this is what is known as a Shantak. They are a beast that roams the void above Galarian and between the stars. A creature doesn't need to breathe, capable of surviving in the void, and are often sometimes ridden by those who explore the outer planes. A Shantak is rare. It's certainly uncommon, but it is just a beast. So the question becomes, is this just a Shantak, or has the Sandpoint Devil always been a Shantak in these artistic representations? What do you guys think?
I'm thinking let's just focus on surviving first.
I agree. I am going to just say quickly to everyone, this thing's a Shantak, not some mythical devil.
Well, then you'll have no problem going to go fight it.
And then I think I am going to stride down to here and open my kinetic gate.
Okay.
2 actions. And then I'm just going to call out an Aklo. Why'd you tell us to leave if you didn't want us to leave?
And with that, we will take our break as we go back to the top of the order, and we'll come back in a few minutes. my cat freaking out, but I guess not. All right. Top of the order. It is now this Shantak's turn. Let's see. You guys hear what sounds like a deep sigh, and the crunching of stone. It sounds like it's settling back down on its nest. Do you guys stay in combat, or do you disengage?
I mean, if it's not responding, it seems like it's disengaged, and we're not at great health. I'd rather explore other areas than come back for this thing.
Yeah.
Let's go sell our stuff, get some supplies, and then come back and kill this thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I would like to see what's above though, with where the Caligny actually wanted to take us.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. I think we have enough to do. Hopefully, without running into any more additional boss
I'm
monsters.
just gonna drag you guys to that room.
Okay.
Roland got left behind because he was moving while I was moving. Alright. You see they are all kind of like waiting or like playing, one was playing like dice games in the corner. They all kind of look at you guys interestedly. One of them is, again, like gesturing over to this door.
Which one is gesturing?
The one right in front of Tarek. Gesturing toward this door over here. Whoops, this door.
I'm gonna make a mental note of him.
Okay, you make a note of him.
Trap.
You guys can make a perception check to sense motive on them. You open the door. Seems genuine. What you guys can tell, it just wants you guys to go in there. The roughly circular cavern is unlit. So as you guys are kind of bringing light in with you, it begins to illuminate the room.
So I guess I'll have eternal torches up for everyone.
The northernmost door is adorned with the carving of a complex twisting rune, while a pair of filthy rag heaps sit to either side of the door to the south. A long curtain of moldy sheets and ratty hides hangs between pillars to the west, while to the north stands a large stone basin with some sort of strange dark liquid.
Hey Ben, I can't move my character.
You can?
Might be stuck on.
Hold on,
There we go.
try now.
I think I was. I think I was in a
you're-
wall.
Yeah,
Didn't
you're
like
stuck on
that.
a wall.
Okay.
Sylvia, I'll move you forward a little bit so you light that cave up a bit. You see one of these Caligny at the back, flanked by two others. Unlike the ones out here, the ones inside this cave are all wearing hoods. Two of them, kind of stout, mask, brown boots over here. But they seem to be kind of turning in deference toward this one at the back. Who goes there?
Us.
kind of tilts her to the side. Us? Who? Us?
Yes, we.
State your business here among my people.
Window shopping.
Do you all come to serve the remnant?
What's the Revenant?
Come with me. We will step through the remnant's door so that we may speak with him. Do you guys step forward?
Yes.
Cautiously.
Very slowly.
You see the two like Caligny stalkers are just like standing by the walls watching you guys. Again, you see this pool of like dark liquid. Everyone's making a cultism check they can. Whoops, sticky keys. It seems like the water is home to some sort of algae that's like pitch black. Tarek, I think on a 22, you would know this is not from the surface. On a 27, Sylvia, this is some sort of algae grown from the plane of shadows.
Okay.
She is going to open the door and gesture for you all to follow her inside. As you guys step in, Lupin, do you come in as well?
Yes.
Whoops, sorry. One of the stalkers closes the door behind you guys. Are you trying to open it back up, Sylvina? Or whoever clicked it?
I didn't click it.
Okay. Roland, you reach to open it back up, and Ithis is like tries to stay your hand. She's like, "Wait. We must call to the remnant first." Remnant in Cyril. Remnant in Cyril. Speak with us. Commune with us. You guys see nothing happens at first. This seems to just be like a long narrow cavern. It's tapering to a point to the east. The ceiling drops so low at that end that you'd have to crawl to reach that corner. The walls and ceiling glisten with these sheets of like shiny, moist looking mold. And before long you all see a creature. At first, just a purple light, but the light grows arms and a torso and a spine and a head, but little more than that as it trails a foul purple mist. Anyone who wants can roll an occultism check on it if they would like.
Oof.
14, 23.
I got a 19.
I mean, we've got a 22 and a 23.
22
I
and
think.
23.
No, the 22 is the previous one. I got
I
a
think the
19 for
22 is
this
from
one.
the other one,
Oh.
yeah.
Then I got a 23.
You don't really know much about them. This is something called an obe. Not much is known about obes. You know that there are some that are less powerful. Some are known as obe prophets, OWB. They are some sort of extraplanar creatures from the shadow plane. You don't know much more about them than that, other than they often commune with Caligny. Put him on the token layer. He says something in Caligny to Nithis, as she seems to be getting ready to translate. Pop her art up again. Remnant in Cyril tells me you all have been brought here before him to perform a service, to remove the stain that lingers to the east. You see it like speaks again, just like he says that the stain has long vexed him, but it is beneath his duty to remove. But it is here in the caverns on this level. Insurol promises. She kind of cocks her head and she's like trying to think of the words in common. A boon? A reward? For removing the stain. She kind of looks at you guys questioningly. Like, in her mind, you guys are here to do this dude's bidding, and that's why you showed up.
Do you know what this stain is?
You see she, like, turns back to Remnant Insurol and, like, asks him some questions in Caligny. And she kind of frowns. She's like, I don't... It is confusing to say in your tongue. A creature from the abyss. You guys know likely if it's a creature from the abyss, that narrows down to a few types of outer planar beings. Typically demons or clipoths.
Okay. Which direction's east?
The right of the map.
Okay, so I don't think this is referring to the extraplanar.
Shantax
thing we
are
just-
not extraplanar. They are.
Oh,
They are of. They're of the void. They're from space, but the space is part of the
Okay.
material plane.
okay.
So you would also, yeah, the Shantak is like due south of you guys.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah,
I'm gonna.
Sylvina would assume no for both of those reasons.
Okay.
So among everything else, there's a demon of some sort up here, or something like that.
Or a clip off. I mean, it might be good as.
Or the real Sandpoint Devil.
Plausible.
No, we know the Sandpoint Devil's from here, supposedly.
Well, you know it lives near Sandpoint. You don't know if it's a native to this plane creature.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard rumors, though, that it was born around here, didn't we?
That is one of the stories.
Yeah.
You also met a priestess who seemed to be, well, you know this one was a sorcerer, but you met a different priestess that seemed to be gaining power from it, which is not really something you can do from a material plane being.
Okay.
Assuming that
I
goblin
mean-
priestess was getting power from him, which is a big maybe.
Yeah. If we can, I feel like it would be good to try and get one more thing done down here at least before we leave. You know, I don't think we're totally dead on resources yet.
I still have some stuff I can do.
I'm still voting we go back.
I think if
Look, it's a demon. I want to kill it.
All right.
This
I
is
mean,
a
I'm good to try and
win-win-win.
kill it. Does that
I
mean is Lupin the deciding vote then?
I mean, I'm in good shape. If you guys want to, I say let's do it.
I think if we pick our fight carefully, I think we got at least one more in us. I'd like to use our time somewhat efficiently rather than traveling back and forth a lot.
That's kind of my response is we don't have the portal up yet, so I feel safer trying to get as much done per trip as we can.
I'll just sort of slap Nithis on the back and say, "Point the way."
She would direct you like, back through the door you first entered are caverns. There is another door on this layer of the pit. Enter that way, and you should be able to find the creature in the eastern half of these caverns.
At least come with us and lead the way.
She shakes her head. She's like, I need to stay here to keep my people safe. I didn't lead them out of the Dark Lands to abandon them.
Fine.
And you guys would know that you could go back to where like the ladders are, or if you went back through the secret tunnel by the green crystals to Gorlak, like that's also gonna lead to the eastern half of this dungeon.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Let's do that so we're not making
I like-
athletics
Yeah.
checks.
That direction as well, yeah.
Okay. Just stay where you are. I'm gonna drag all of you guys to Gorlak, to his body.
Plus, if we get a better sense of the map of this location, I'm always happy.
Remnant Inserol kind of fades away into purple light as you guys depart.
Okay.
As you leave, you do see Nithis cup her hands into the black water, drink from it, and you see just like shadow begin to leak from her eyes.
That's not creepy at all.
She doesn't make any comment about it, but you see it happen.
If we get the chance when we kill this thing, it might be worth asking if we can have some of the shadow moss.
Sure. You guys remember this hallway had lots of like murals of the Sandpoint Devil and stuff down here? This is about as far as you explored. You know, you could see there's a tunnel going south, which seems more rough-hewn. There's also a tunnel going north, which is more like part of the cavern that's been like purposely built, like the temple part.
I say we try north first. What do you guys think?
Works with me.
Sure, go for it. Seems to round another corner to a set of unlocked double doors. Well,
Nice.
thanks.
I know I don't have any ability for it, but can I try to like sniff out the scent of demon?
Sure. Give me a perception check. Smells like dank cave down here. And also, like, gross fucking ogre blood from Gorlak's huge corpse behind you guys.
and whatever else he's eaten.
Oh yeah.
Ogres
Oh,
are
yeah.
not known for their cleanliness.
No, not at all.
In the door.
Go for it. You begin to walk your way into kind of an L-shaped chamber. The large L-shaped room is lit by several sputtering lanterns hanging from hooks driven into rough stone walls. The flickering light lends a surreal element to the mural that decorates the entire eastern wall. The mural depicts a sweeping view of a coastline as seen from a rocky plateau. At the center of the plateau is a large pit, from which the smoking form of what appears to be a winged, burning horse with a dragon tail is rising. Dozens of small handprints decorate the walls near the floor, surrounding the image of the pit with what appears to be dried blood. Large wooden double doors, each painted with the images of the same creature, stand to the north and south of this room. One of them each went through. The only furnishing in the room is a low wooden platform in the northern part of the chamber. It is entirely surrounded by a low railing, and two wooden statues stand atop it. One of them is a strange monster, and the other is a man kneeling down before it in a position of worship. Yeah, you'd have to like probably move up to see all of that, but statues are like in this part of the room. You see there is also a couple different doors. This door over here, you guys are pretty positive, just leads back to. I'll open it up. Leads back to the pit, like the side you first came down the ladder on.
Okay, so that's where we would have come in.
Yes.
I mean, if we keep
There are
following this
three
way, we're
doors
heading...
up here. One is a single door. Two is double doors. Give me a perception check as you guys are entering this room. The statues seem a little odd. Like the whatever creature it's worshiping, it's got goblinoid features, but it's clearly not the Sandpoint Devil, which is at odds with the rest of this room. But apart from that, you don't really see much.
I would keep opening doors.
Okay.
Before you do,
yeah,
I'm going to come up to one of the statues and, not enough to damage anything, but gently tap it with the staff, given the gargoyles you ran into earlier.
Okay, I'm gonna put you next to the statues are. As you tap it, you tap the kneeling man, which is here. The monster is over here, kind of up left of Solvina. Their heads both turn simultaneously, and they both have an arm turn into a tentacle and whip towards Solvina and Tarek. We are going to roll for initiative.
This one wasn't me this time.
No, this one was me.
Should just let me open doors.
I was suspicious it was something.
Yeah, and you were correct.
Alrighty. Take the Shantak out of here.
Please tell me these things don't have plus 18 initiative as well.
Mimics? I don't think they have that crazy initiative, but I will about to check. Pretty sure it's good.
They were designed to be ambush predators.
Yeah, it's true.
They're all pretty bad. They got 12.
That's not 18. Doesn't feel nearly as bad.
Alright. I have too many monster tabs open. We gotta consolidate a little bit here. that. And I will
Too
sort
many monsters.
the order in just a sec. Alright. Let's sort the order. That is going to be Tarek first. They are each going to get one attack on Sylvina and Tarek before we start. Tarek. That is a nat 20 for 34.
Oh, all right.
Hold on. Okay, you're gonna take 25 bludgeoning damage. And then give me a reflex save.
Cool.
Oh, you just barely managed to like wrench your staff and body back to avoid being stuck. All right, the one on Sylvina. Sylvina does a 21 hit.
21 does hit.
Okay, that is gonna be 12 damage.
Okay.
And oops, sorry, I double clicked. But Tarek, now it is your actual turn.
Okay. I'm going to use 2 actions to use one of my breathe fire charges from my staff of fire.
Hell yeah. Perfectly avoiding Sylvina. You breathe this cone of fire. Mimics are surprising, but they are not very reflexive. One is a fail, and... Oh, no, they both... Okay, they both regular fail. And they're going to take 7 fire damage each.
That was a pitiful roll.
Yeah, that was not an ideal roll. That was 2 actions?
Yes. For the last one, I'm going to try and see if I... Was Sylvina stuck?
No.
Oh, sorry, Selena. You got hit, though, so give me a reflex save. I forgot to roll if you were stuck. Or you swing save.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
You are stuck, yes.
Alright, in that case, I'll use my last action to try and pull her free.
Oh, yeah, okay. That would be an athletics check.
I'm going to re-roll that with my last hero point.
Okay. Good lord. Oh my
The rerolls have not been
goodness.
kind
Yeah, the
today.
rerolls have not been kind to you guys today. That you try to pull Sylvina enough, but like Sylvina, I think you probably cry out. Like it's starting to hurt. It's not really working.
Yeah.
Roland.
We lost someone. We lost Roland.
Oh, in the chat?
Back. He's back. In Discord.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Alright, Roland's turn.
There's like a minute there. I was like, why is everyone so fucking quiet?
Because your internet has burped.
Yep.
No, I'm just very tired and I hit my mute key or my
That's
FM
okay.
key.
Fair.
I'll smack this one. Or which one's grabbing Sylvina?
The one on the left.
Sorry, I started here, so
You would know from your last mimic fight that these ones do not have op attacks, so you can get there fine.
what?
It didn't come up, but the gargoyles actually have a special ability where if you walk around them while they're in flight, they can claw attack you. That hits. It's not a crit, but that one does take 14.
All right.
very close to a crit with flanking with that 29, but not quite. Then slithering out of a hole in the wall to get flanking on Sylvina, you guys see a rather large serpent come out. It's going to be flanking on Sylvina. Used a move to exit the wall. And then it is going in with... let's see. Hold on, let me show you its art really quick. You guys see as it fully exits the wall. Also, rolling your sword is stuck. On an 11. You guys see that actually both ends of the snake are a mouth.
Oh, terrifying.
Using the fact that it has two
Question.
mouths, it'll spend one action to twin bite. And actually, does it have? Okay, no, it would have to move to here first, but it can do that. Okay, so it's gonna move to one square above where it is. So that I can twin bite and lash out Sylvina and Tarek at the same time. Using one action.
Okay, so important question.
Yes.
If one of the mouths eats something, does the other one poop it out?
Hard to say.
Its mouth?
You could make some checks on these guys for what the fuck this thing is. Okay, the one on Sylvina, 25 to hit. The one on Tarek is 15. Okay.
Alright, mine misses.
Hit Sylvina for 9 damage. And give me a fortitude save. As you feel venom begin to pump into you. That is a fail.
I'm gonna points reroll that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. You can points reroll it. I said it before you could
I had to
decide.
get up my points to see if I had enough.
If she doesn't,
Alright.
I do.
I wanted to check because my fortitude save is 13, so I figured I should reroll the 17.
On a 4, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a crit success. You are not poisoned by.
I was one
the
away
venom.
from success then.
Yeah.
Good to know.
You were very close. And it still gets its next action. Which is going to be 2 more attacks, but with the iterative attack penalty now. But it misses both of you guys. That was really bad. Now it is Gangini at the back of the room.
I'm going to do. I'll do a slashing gust. I can have 2 targets. I'll choose snake and this mimic.
Okay.
So I get 2 attacks.
Nice.
Damn.
We got 26 and a 30 hit.
A 26 hits the snake, and a 30 crits the mimic.
Oh, it takes some persistent bleed damage on crit.
Alright,
18
so
slashing and 3d4 bleed.
That's a
go
nasty
ahead and
bleed.
roll the bleed. So the snake takes 9. The mimic takes 18.
5.
And is bleeding for 5. This fucking blade of air slices through them around the corner. And we get to Sylvina. Oh, sorry. That was... How many actions? You still have an action left, right?
I'll use shield.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. You activate shield. Sylvina, you are still stuck to this thing. It's
Yeah,
either...
I can't move.
Yeah, correct. It's either athletics or escape to get out.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That's not happening.
Where even is escape? I don't see it on my sheet.
Oh, fuck,
think
what
you
is the
mean
escape
acrobatic?
roll? I think it's just a type of acrobatic.
Oh, yeah, not happening.
Escape.
Doesn't really
Oh
matter. I'm
yeah.
not gonna
Okay,
do
so
that.
escape can be athletics or acrobatics is the distinction.
Channel elements and then flying flame in this shape. I guess I should show it to everyone.
Okay.
So it'll hit all three of them.
The wasps burn through all of them.
Low roll-ish on 14, but it's not too
Okay, crit fail the first mimic. So he'll take 18 or 28 and is now
28.
bloodied. Next one fails and takes 14. The snake, the fire kind of peters out on the way and takes 0 damage on a crit success. And
Okay.
now I've used Peter. We're getting there. We're fucking getting there. That's your 3. This is gonna be the mimics.
This might sting a bit.
All right, let's see.
I'm prepared for it to hurt. One of them, though, is going to take some slashing damage. Or some bleed, because it's got the 3d4 persistent bleed.
Yeah. The one on the right is gonna immediately take 5, and the one on the right is bloodied now, by the way.
Was it not bloodied?
It was. I just forgot to say it.
So it's taken, what, 18 slashing, 14 fire, and now 5, so that's...
It also got
37
hit by
total?
fire before as well. The fire breath.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hit it a little bit as well.
So it's taking around 40 damage, so it's probably almost dead, I assume, right?
I hope so.
I mean, you can see it's
As he
still, it's
said-
still in the orange.
Didn't you say the other one I bloodied, though? With the 28 on fire?
It had also already been hit by Roland's sword and other stuff.
Oh, okay.
But they're both still
realize
in.
that one-
They're both at about what Tarek is, which is like in the orange,
Okay.
which is about what you're at too.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
This is gonna sting a little bit.
All right, it's gonna be 3 on Tarek, and then the first one for the other one on Roland, and then 2 on Sylvina. All right, Tarek first. Oh, those were fucking atrocious. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, my
Okay.
AC's 21.
That is the only one of the 3 that hits. You're gonna take 18 damage and make a reflex save or be stuck.
Oh boy, I'm hurting.
Then the first one on Roland. Roland does a 32 crit you. Roland? Does a 32 exceed you by 10?
All right, 20 on my reflex.
Tarek, you're stuck to it.
Hmm.
And then Roland, are you there?
Sorry, I'm kind of nodding off here.
Oh, okay.
What?
No, you're good. I think we're gonna wrap up after this fight
Alright.
because it's a pretty good stopping
you would
point
ask me a
before we get into
question?
big. Well, I guess yeah.
What's your AC?
I want to hit at least
23.
3 hours, so we're almost at 3 hours. Okay, sorry. Your AC is 23.
Yeah.
Okay, so it misses the crit by 1 then. But you do take. You're already stuck to it, so that doesn't matter. But you do take 11 damage, and then Sylvina, what's your AC right now?
18.
Okay, so one of the second attack will hit Sylvina, and the third one misses.
Okay.
Sylvina, you're gonna take 10 damage,
Alright.
and now it is Lupin.
All right. Let's see. I'll have first action. Have him draw Monarch, and second action I'll go ahead step here, second the flank, then final action, I'll go ahead and slash at this the double-ended snake thing.
All right. Oof.
Tell you what, since we're like here, I'm gonna hero point that. So I have not used any at all this session.
Hell yeah. That is not enough to hit the snake, unfortunately.
Alright, that's 3 actions. That's all for me.
All right, Tarek.
All right. I am going.
You took 1 attack as your entire action?
Looks like I had to draw the weapon, then I had to move in, and then I had to attack. So that's 3.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot you can't draw part of a move action in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Tarek's eyes roll back, and the tannish gray fur begins to reappear. I'm going to use my last focus point and go saber tiger form.
Oh fuck! God damn it! I still don't have a tiger thing. I keep forgetting to do that. Actually, maybe I have a saber-tooth tiger.
That's 2 actions, and I keep forgetting to make to program stuff in for these since I've settled on what I think is my usual morph. But I'll go ahead and make the rolls here. I'm just gonna get 1 bite attack since that's 2 actions to transform.
Okay, I'm just gonna move you back for a second. So there's the tiger.
Importantly, that makes my AC 22 now, and I gain 10 temporary hit points.
All right. You get the temporary hit points, and then you still have enough to make an attack.
Yep. Just with the bite though.
Okay.
Where is my attack bonus? Plus 14. +22. This is against the mimic that has me grabbed.
All right. 22 will indeed hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Your face gets stuck in it.
It's true. Your mouth
Honestly,
might get stuck to it. Although technically you're already stuck to it, but that's fine. How much damage?
That's my thing. I'm stuck to it at this point. At this point, we're just it's just all claws. 6 plus. Sorry.
No, you're good. Important to stay alive.
Almost maximum.
All right. 16 on the mimic holding you. Starting to get down into like the dark orange here, getting more and more hurt. Rolling.
What is it to free my sword?
Athletics. Yep. You rip your sword free from it.
Hero point reroll.
Alright, hero point that.
God damn it.
Your rolls have been unkind today.
With flanking, that's a 20, and that does hit.
Okay.
And you slice the fluid form of the mimic in half. That one is dead.
Alright.
Alright, that was your 3 actions. It's the snake. The snake is going to lash at Solvina and Lupin. It's going to miss both of you. Then its second action, it's going to rear up and spit a glob of poison at Roland. So you're 23?
Yeah.
Okay, it will hit you for 2 poison damage, but you do have to make the fortitude save versus the venom as it like hits you in the face. That is a pass. You're good. And then the final double attack, this time on Tarek and Sylvina. Terrible rolls again. Misses those as well. Gangini.
Is this mimic still alive?
Yes, the one that's
It is,
bleeding is indeed still alive.
Okay. I'll do the same thing I did last turn. We'll do first roll on the snake and then second roll on the mimic.
Okay, first roll on the snake, second on the mimic. 18 and 24. The 18 does not hit the snake.
I guess I have a hero point, so I might
yeah,
as well
you can redo it. Go for it.
re-roll it for the snake.
Okay,
I was
the snake is hit for 10. And the mimic is hit for 11. It looks barely alive at this point. And final action shield?
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, Sylvina.
What can I roll to figure out about this Amphisbana thing?
That would be a nature check.
Oh, I don't have nature. That's not gonna work. Alright.
I gotta remember.
I
to ask those things.
will start by just doing a flying flame, sending out the fire wasps at the snake and the mimic. 13.
Snake passes for half. The mimic also passes for half, but the wasps kind of puncture a bunch of holes in it. It was enough to die anyway, even at half.
And then I'm going to stride behind Roland.
Okay.
Yep.
Snakes, Amphisbana do not have op attacks. That's fine. Mimics are done, so it'll skip to Lupin.
Alright. Let's see here.
You might want to step so you've got flanking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't necessarily
This thing
have
came out of the wall? That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
it
is
was in a
pretty
hole in the
crazy.
wall.
Alright, yep, so I'll go ahead step here. Then go ahead and attempt to slash at it with the Monarch.
Hell yeah. Flanking 17 is close, but still doesn't hit.
That's alright. I got one hero point left to burn.
Go for it. That'll
There we
hit. The glowing blade.
And, let's see here. Since here, I get the 2d6 sneak attack.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I
Monarch.
think your bonus should be bigger because all you're doing is adding a 5. Do you not have a
Proficiency?
expertise
Oh,
off on the weapon?
yeah, you might not have proficiency clicked for Monarch. You should have proficiency for Monarch, though.
Yeah,
Alright.
check that because you have to do everything manually on these sheets.
Yep. These sheets are well programmed.
But I mean,
It's almost like you guys are disappointed by these sheets. I don't get it.
Yeah, because like, I am a fighter, but my modifier is 16 versus your 5.
Yeah, we should still take the I mean 16 damage is still good, I'll take it, but it should have higher. My
Yeah.
modifier I think is
There's way too many zeros behind your modifiers there. Something isn't adding up.
Yeah.
Definitely does do the
I think-
16, though, as you, like, slice right in the middle of this thing's body.
I think
My
what
modifier's
is-
like 12 or something.
What does expertise give you for its total bonus?
Well, I'd have to check the math.
Because it's 7 and 4 is 11, and then 1. Yeah, I've got 12 as mine. And that's with
Yeah.
a +1 from my gate, so it's probably about 12 for.
Yeah, even with just
Monarch.
like even with just my staff, just with being trained, not even with expertise, I get plus 11.
Oh, wait. I just realized I have to check something.
In the meantime, Tarek turns, snarls, and full attack, just like full on saber cat pounce on the snake. Just gonna tear it to shreds.
Hell yeah.
All right, bite. seriously hope that hits.
Yeah, you should be at least trained minimum in the knife, which should give you a minimum +2.
Alright, yeah, I went ahead and fixed that.
When do I get expert in my class?
30.
DC?
That'll is that with flanking or without flanking, Tarek?
Without flanking.
it's
31
7 flank and
is
expert.
exactly 10 over. That's a crit.
Okay, so whatever I roll, double it.
Yep.
26 damage.
All right, you pounce on this thing, shredding it apart for 26. It is barely alive, deep in the red at this point.
All right. So first claw. So this has agile, so I only lose 4 instead of 5.
Correct.
Good roll.
That'll still hit, yeah. Roll damage.
This is a D. I think it's a nasty claw, D10s.
Ooh. That feels crazy.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Okay. With a massive forepaw, you just slam this thing. It goes like flying into the wall as the claws shred it, and the snake is dead. We are out of combat. Everyone is going to get... why did I close the fucking experience tracker? Blah, 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 blah. Everyone is going to get 60 experience.
So 778.
I question the XP system for 2E a little bit.
Me too. I don't like it.
I like that it is the out of 1,000 every level, but it seems odd that we get about the same amount of experience for this as we do for the fight with the 2 gargoyles and what's her name.
You got 90
Yeah.
for that one. And a hero point. That's 30 more and a hero point.
Hero point does not feel the same as XP.
I mean, hero points are important. I don't know. Look, I also agree. I'm not a fan of the
Are
system.
important, but they reset every.
Session, yeah.
I'd
Session.
rather
Which means
rather
that we
have the crazy high numbers of Pathfinder 1E, personally.
I agree.
I would just rather have clear, differentiatable XP numbers that feel like they have some rhyme or reason to them.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I also routinely am worried I'm not doing it right, but then I look it up and I think I am doing it right. You guys are on track for the level you're supposed to be, so I'm going to assume that I keep doing it right.
You probably are. I just question the way that they put it
It's
together.
basically a little peek behind the curtain. So things can be minor, moderate, or major encounters, which add a modifier to the number of XP. And if moderate or major, you also get a hero point. Then if it's an encounter that's like equal to your party level, it's 40 XP. Then if it's party level +1, 60, then 80, then 120. And then like reversed party level -1, 30, 20, 15, 10. And then there's like traps, which can be hazards, which are simple or complex hazards. It's a whole fucking thing.
I'm of the opinion TTRPGs don't really need XP. Personally.
I
Milestone
disagree.
leveling.
But
Fair.
I do. Here's the thing. I like XP because I like the numbers of it. I will agree with Brendan Lee Mulligan that milestone XP just makes more sense.
Okay,
Because if there's
my
XP, have you guys heard his
Yeah.
rant about this?
I have
haven't.
heard his rant.
It's just like
That's not
the main
why
point of his.
I-
Why do you just like not like what do you not like about it? I'm curious.
it adds friction in a way that is not satisfying friction. Right? In a video game, XP just tracks for you. You don't have to record your own XP, so it works well.
I hear what you're saying.
In this, it adds a bunch of friction to the experience that I don't see the benefit of when you could just do milestone leveling.
When I'm not doing APs and I do my homebrew, I usually do my milestone. Brendan Lee Mulligan's rant though was really funny. Of just like, in a world where XP is a thing, it's like, if you are a wizard, it's like, don't go to wizard school and study books, my man. That's nerd shit. Get out there and kill goblins. That's how you get better at spells.
I mean,
He's not wrong.
It's like, this is
Oh,
this is wizard school. Let's go kill shit.
I get where he's coming from, but I've also played enough MMORPGs that I don't buy the argument that people would go for, but it's still a game, right? So I don't buy the argument that people would just grind as opposed to trying to get levels quickly and fun, you know?
Highly recommend
Convinced?
the comic Order of the Stick if you want some meta D&D funny stuff.
Can convince a D&D party to spend like thousands of real-time hours slaughtering goblins repeatedly.
It's pretty funny if you ask me.
I don't think you could do it. And you have to convince the DM that you're not doing, you know, environmental damage to the goblin population.
Environmental damage.
I'm just saying, if you mess with, if a predator comes and wipes out a population, the population is gone.
Have you...
Where do the new goblins come from?
My favorite population rant is one of the oldest episodes of Adventure Time. There's an episode where there's like this ogre who's eating house people, and then they remove the ogre, and a bunch of wolves come in to eat the house people. And they're like, oh my god, werewolves. He's like, we're not werewolves, we're Y-wolves. He like pulls on like a lab coat. And he like gives this lecture to Finn about just like, you see, you removed him from the food chain, which now frees us up to eat the house people. Our population will skyrocket out of control until a greater predator, the cosmic owl, swoops down to devour us, but it'll be a sweet ride up until that point. And it's just... Every time I hear about populations, the only thing I think of is like the guy going, we're Y-wolves. Alright. You guys got 2 ways out of this room. Double doors or single doors?
I think after this one we might be heading back.
Yeah, you guys heading back? Okay, if we're heading back, that's a good positive
Maybe.
plan.
I don't want to speak for everybody, but now we're pretty beat
We
up.
said we would kill this thing.
There's no way I'm starting 3 sessions on the same like spell allotments. Like you can't do that to me. Like if we
could camp here for the night, I guess.
We could do that.
Let's go.
That's a choice.
Let's go back to town and sell our stuff so we can buy healing potions.
You could
If
also
we
attempt
go
the
back to
teleport
town-
ritual.
Because it's either that or you guys have to tank for yourselves because I can't keep doing it without healing potions.
Okay.
In the course of the rooms of this dungeon, Roland has taken a vicious beating today.
Fine. I'm good to go back to town and buy potions and attempt the teleport ritual. What I don't want to do is get stuck in town for another like 5 days straight when we just told these people we're gonna go and deal with the split popper.
And I'm 100% in favor of coming back the next day.
I love
That's
the
fine.
idea of one of the,
We just head back to town, resupply, rest for the night, then we could dive back in.
And we can tell, and honestly, I'm okay telling Nithis that as well, that, you know, we have fought numerous things in our day for the pit. We will rest, resupply, and then come back in the next morning.
I think
And
if you told her
maybe-
that, she would be amenable. I do
Okay, then I
think
still-
the idea is really funny that you guys just like climb up the ladder and we cut to one of like the normal Caligini like running back to her. It's like, Nithis, they fucking bailed.
I say we tell her that that's what we're doing, and then we do that.
Yeah, because
I will also point out one other thing. She told us to head east. We're currently heading north.
Well,
Well,
on the
we're
eastern
heading-
side of the pit, though.
What will be east of where we were?
You are already east of her caverns.
That's my point. Is that up here is going to be east of her.
also maybe I can get this teleporter thing working. We can get back
Well,
real quick.
I was going to
It's
say.
true. I will say,
How often can we attempt the teleport ritual?
you guys, I think I told you guys this before, because you rolled high. I'm gonna say that I did, because I feel like I remember saying it. basically you guys can use a variety of magics. Like, it doesn't matter if you're like primal, arcane, whatever. You can use nature roll, arcane roll, occult roll, but only one of you can attempt it each day.
Okay, so we should
Um,
probably attempt once before we sleep, and then once before we leave.
And then
How long does it take?
Hold on. That's like 40 pages ago. let me cut back. Let's see. So that would be during the events list. God, why am I doing this? I'll just control F it.
I gotta be missing something here.
What do you think you're missing?
So it's a thing with the Untamed Form Druid order. And hey, let me find it real quick. So, like, when you're using a polymorph type thing, you can choose to use your own attack modifier or the one that is prescribed in the spell, whichever is higher. Now, as part of the Untamed Form, because my own shapeshifting training is more easily than most, when I choose to use my own attack modifier, I add an additional 2. Problem is with that, it's still less than whatever I'm getting with the whatever the current bonus is with the spell. So unless I'm like really, I don't know if I just underdid my strength when I made Tarek, but he's not.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes, you can use Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion. You have to spend an hour in physical contact with the central stone of the Hellstorm Focus. Then make the check at the end of the hour. It is a very difficult check, but the only penalty for failure is that a new attempt cannot be made for 24 hours.
Okay.
So, like, you could try it before you guys go to sleep, but it's not like you would do it again when you wake up. You would still have to wait till the evening again. If that makes
That's
sense.
reasonable.
Okay.
Because it's by the 24-hour mark, not like the day-night
Morning.
cycle.
Should we do that and then call it for the night? Because that way we can plan our shopping for the next session.
Yeah. I would say who is making the check to start?
Who has the highest value in one of the checkable
Let me see.
stats? What are the checkable stats?
Any source of magic. So that's like Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion.
So
Okay.
my excuse me. Sorry, my nature is +11.
I got 11
religion plus
Arcana.
11.
Oh, we're all 11. I
I was
see.
about to say, you guys are probably all pretty close.
Well,
I've
Who has the most remaining hero points?
I have a hero point left.
I have none.
I have none.
Okay, so
Okay.
just so you
And I
guys
think
know, you got 2 checks would be important here, because so the first check is basically just realigning the evocation magic to be like transposition magic. You're making the Hellstorm Focus a teleport. Check 2 is a slightly lower check to like quote unquote aim the focus at its next target.
Okay.
So one
Doesn't
person,
make- I think
it can't be the same person who makes the checks. Like one person's gonna have to activate and one person's gonna have to aim.
Which
Okay.
is the harder check?
The
Activation.
activation, you said.
And
Alright.
But the activation
do
only
they
needs to
both
be
have
made
be-
once. Like once you do this, it becomes that type of magic item.
Okay, so I say we have Gangini do activation because he's got a point.
And also, I think
Yeah.
that's thematically appropriate.
a
He's
fair
been
point.
spearheading
Yeah.
a lot of the research on it.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
works thematically and a good mechanical idea.
Yeah, just Tarek shoots me up with that Baldur's Gate cheese and
yeah.
Fuck.
roll.
Got that good guidance. Hold on, here, I'll switch us to that fucking map so we can see it.
To be fair, I felt like you didn't really need guidance in Baldur's Gate anyway if you wanted to guarantee something worked.
Probably not, but it never hurts you not. It never hurts you to not use it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
I'm
think
tired. My
save
words are hard.
stating in Baldur's Gate is a little too strong.
It's pretty great. I can't wait to do a new playthrough with mods now that like mods are a thing. I haven't done that yet.
Still need to finish mine. I'm
That's
just not.
crazy.
I've had other things on my mind.
Ben
between
and
moving
I
I've
did
been-
finish our honor run, which was fucking so satisfying. And now all my dice rolls are gold, which is even more satisfying.
Hell yeah.
Did you do everything on your honor mode, or did you skip stuff?
We did pretty much everything. The biggest risk we took was Raphael, because that almost TPK'd us, but we really needed his armor.
I always just dunk on Raphael. He's
Just on general.
It's
I
a
don't.
fun
I
fight.
haven't even. I think I've only met him a couple times in the game so far. I think just on general principles, dunking on him is the right.
Yeah, I
call.
won't spoil anything, but he's fun to dunk on. We did fully skip. I don't want to spoil it, but Astarian's ending thing, we were like, fuck that. That's a challenge we do not need to risk.
I only fucked up twice on my honor mode run. One was during Astarian's thing. You know, if you bring Astarian, a thing happens.
I
Every
think
time I've done that,
message me about
every
it, but I
time
think
I've
I know
done
what you're talking about. Yeah.
every time I've done that fight, I have dunked on that enemy.
Really? Okay.
So
Should I roll?
Yeah,
My-
sorry.
my-
Message me about it later, but you guys get
But
to the
it-
Hellstorm focus. It's glowing red.
That seems like
Pretty good.
I think that's 29
That's
with
29 with guidance.
guidance.
Up to you guys. Do you keep it or do you roll again?
I conceivably me rolling higher than that is unlikely.
Yeah, that's extremely unlikely. I think we keep it.
Yeah, if it needs a 30, then we'll probably have to wait till we're a higher level.
Yeah, I'll keep my 29.
We can keep trying, but
You keep the 29. The magic in here begins to spiral around the Great Gangini, but the whole room flickers and goes dark.
But I think it's a 30.
30?
It's close. It's tough. It's tough. It's possible.
all right. But look, now we know.
Well, and honestly, I think do we get skill feats next level? 7th level. Next level. So, oh no, we get the skill increases at 7th level. Never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that.
Um,
It might be a couple levels before we can do it, or else we just have to get lucky.
We'll be able to
There is
figure it
no
out.
penalty to trying, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is we can try it going forward, and whenever we have the time, we can try it and just hope that someone rolls, basically a 20.
Well, so you guys could do it on a 18, 19, or 20.
We need 18s.
Yeah.
Possible. It's more possible than
wait,
just an at
wait.
20.
Oh my god! He did.
It's too late. You didn't call it a reroll till then. You said you'd keep it, but that is really funny.
Oh, that's
So
sad.
sad.
Oh, that's crazy.
But
Why do I hurt myself?
Why do I
I
hurt
think-
myself?
Beans,
I
it's for
think
the same
there-
reason you look at it's when we play cards. When one of us gets knocked out, and we look at what the next card would be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, true.
I also think we can look into potentially items that might help.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah, no, I'm for that.
Let's count for that.
We part of the reason, Ben, I asked for us to have a week, or I wanted us to do our shopping the game next session and plan it out from now until then, is now I have time to read items
Fair enough. All right. Well, in that case,
in large quantities.
we will see y'all next week. I still have the list of words. I couldn't get all of them in. My brain failed me. But I will keep working on them
you
next
owe us
time.
those words.
I have some word ideas that I think could be interesting.
I didn't want to spell the whole thing, so I just wrote super cal, etc. on my list. I have that. I have pickled. I have philanthropist and philandering.
I know
be
some
fair, I think
pretty
if we-
niche use words that could be fun.
I got
I feel like
7 of them in there.
I feel like philandering would be very much descriptive of Charn.
Yes.
Look, there's a lot of opportunities for you to use philandering in town. There's not a lot while you're in the fucking dungeon.
You're not
That's
wrong.
true. I have to think of some good words that we could choose that would be a stretch to include.
I am just saving my points for rerolls.
That's probably smarter.
I'd rather do that than torment the DM.
Was it last campaign or the campaign before that I hit you with anti-disestablishmentarianism?
Oh, I think it was last campaign. It might have been the one before, actually.
It was before Starfinder because I would remember that.
I'm also research. Okay, I just went and checked my old Rise of the Runelords campaign from when I told you guys I made like the map of Sandpoint life size. So now I know the grid that I need to make, and I might just do that for our town in this because I think it's fun.
That would be cool.
Or I might just have like a version of the map that is that big.
Also, Ben, I have one more thing,
And
not
then-
for this campaign, but at some point I'd like to sit down and actually, Nix, if you want to sit on this too, that'd be helpful because she and I have pretty well, and we can run everything by the group, but I think we've pretty well finalized our design for our new ship when we eventually go back to Starfinder.
Hell yeah.
And I'd like some help building a map.
I'm
for
gonna
it.
end this
We
stream, but
have-
we will definitely build a map for that.
We have